How's it going, everybody? My name is JustJarrod. Welcome back to another No Man's Sky video. This is going to be a No Man's Sky chat video. We're going to be talking about different things happening or not happening with No Man's Sky. Some ideas, things I've talked about with friends of mine that I figured this would be a good video to just sit down and talk about No Man's Sky. About a certain couple ideas and things that are actually going on. So, I've got a few bullet points here on this paper in front of me, and we're going to talk about No Man's Sky, so let's start. First off, we're going to be talking about 1.4, No Man's Sky Update 1.4. This is what I want to talk about. I don't know what will be in No Man's Sky 1.4. I don't think anybody knows. With previous updates of No Man's Sky, we knew there was always an idea of what we thought would be in No Man's Sky as far as the next update goes. You know, people wanted base building, people wanted multiplayer, people wanted better combat, people wanted portals, people wanted, all this stuff, land vehicles, all these mechanics and ideas that, were hugely wanted by a large part of the community we now have in the game. There's not that hugely requested feature anymore. When you go around looking at what people want, there's not like a big game mechanic that people want added. So I don't really know what they're working on. I have no idea, no idea at all. I think they're probably working on an upgraded multiplayer system rather than just seeing floating orbs. But other than that, besides bug fixes and maybe quality of life things, I don't really know what they're going to be releasing for Update 1.4. So that's kind of an interesting topic because there isn't that, largely requested feature, because base building was huge. A lot of people wanted that. Multiplayer was huge. A lot of people wanted that. Ship combat. And now we have all of that. So what else could they be possibly doing right now? I don't think Update 1.4 is going to be quite as surprising as Update 1.3. Because Update 1.3 was miraculous. Like, after Waking Titan, we had multiplayer drop out of absolutely nowhere. The portals back up and running and working. Ship combat was improved. All this stuff that was added was unbelievable as far as an update goes. 1.4, I don't see it being that surprising. But then again, I don't know what the heck they're going to put in it. So it's got to be interesting to some, sort. So I'm not really sure. That's just kind of one of the bullet points I had. It's just weird because there's not that, favorite mechanic that people, largely want in No Man's Sky. It's all there now. A lot of the stuff that people want is there. So I'm just kind of curious as to what really they're working on. And we're going to get into something kind of along the lines of that bullet point at the end of this video. But next up is the Atlas V4 passes. Where are the Atlas V4 passes that were in development and they were going to be sending out 10,000 of them to people who participated in Waking Titan? So, about the Atlas V4 passes, there has been nothing out of Allison Smith, which is the company behind Waking Titan. There has been nothing from Hello Games. The last news we got was that they were in development and they were going to be sending them out soon. That was months ago. We have had no new knowledge about these Atlas V4 passes or if they're even going to still be a thing. But a actual fan of the channel and somebody I've been messaging through Discord, his name is Tyler Thunder. Thank you so much for sending me this. He actually went to Twitter and messaged Allison Smith about, just No Man's Sky in general. He said, just waiting for No Man's Sky Update 1.4. And then Allison Smith responded with, so are we, with a winky face emoji. So you can kind of take with that what you will. Whether or not they're just excited for the updates, if they're fans of the game, or whether or not they actually have something to do with 1.4 and Waking Titan's going to kind of reignite once 1.4 becomes a thing, or once they're ready to release 1.4, Waking Titan's going to kind of start back up and we're going to go through that whole deal again. But there you have it. So Allison Smith are still connected to Hello Games and, Waking Titan in some sort of fashion, whether or not it actually is going to bring back the ARG or not, still undecided, but we'll have to see. That's just an interesting thing, I thought. Another bullet point I got for you guys. We're going to be talking about the Hello Games silence. As you guys know, Hello Games has been super quiet about the updates. They don't ever say anything about what's coming next until a few days before, and then boom, we have the update. And the reason why they do this is because when No Man's Sky launched, it was so overhyped, and details and stuff got confused, and all that stuff ended up happening, which hurt the game. Basically, Sean tweeted out once, he was like, we're just going to be silent because we don't want to overpromise things and then not deliver. So what they're doing is just not talking at all about any of their updates until days before their launch, because they want to be 100% sure that what they're talking about and what they're saying is going to be in the update will be in the update. Now, here's where I am kind of lost and confused with that. The silence doesn't make sense anymore. The Hello Games silence doesn't make sense anymore because they have proved themselves definitely. By 1.3, after 1.3, post 1.3, they have 100% proven themselves to be able to keep up with the community, keep up what people want in the game, and keep up, pushing great content for No Man's Sky. They have succeeded, in my opinion, with No Man's Sky. With 1.3 was astounding. I feel like they don't need to be silent anymore because they've proved to a lot of the community that they are pushing to make this game what everybody believed it to be before launch. So I don't think they need to be silent anymore. I think they need to come out and start talking to the community, because what is happening and what will continue to happen is people are going to forget about No Man's Sky. People are going to not hear any news. They're not going to hear anything for months and months, and they're going to fall off and they're going to forget about the game. This is the same reason why I don't think the No Man's Sky community is growing at all. I don't think it's going to grow if they continue to remain silent between updates. They really need to push the community and the communication as far as updates and what they're working on. They need to. The community will not grow if there's 4 months of space in between. It's 4 months of time where Hello Games doesn't say a word to the community. I feel like if they were talking to the community rather than just retweeting people's images and retweeting people's videos, yeah, that's great. But that's still not communication. That's like fake communication. You're just kind of doing it to, quote unquote, interact with the community, when in reality that's not enough. We need people, we need Hello Games, whether it's Sean Murray or other members of the team, to come out and say what they're working on, interact with the community, whether it's posting on Twitter or on their website or wherever it may be. They just need to interact with the community in some form or fashion, because people are going to fall off of the game because they're not hearing anything about it for months on end. And the community is not going to grow, once again, because nobody's hearing about the game. Once No Man's Sky comes out with an update, there's always articles posted. Kotaku, IGN, all these people are posting articles about No Man's Sky in the next update. But that doesn't that happens months apart. Once an update drops, boom, there's an article. Whereas instead, if they were talking about what they were updating, because they've been able to prove themselves with multiple updates since launch, I'm pretty sure they're pretty confident what they can do with the game. So if they were to come out and post an article or a blog post and say, hey, we're working on this, etc., IGN, other people will catch wind of it, make a news story about it, and that'll catch, catch word, and more people will hear about the game, more people will come back to the game, and the community will start to grow. Because right now, the community is stationary, nobody's coming to the game, and some people are leaving the game because just there's no knowledge. It's like people are falling off because it's like you just don't hear about it. That's like hearing about a game, right, that's coming out, that's being developed, and then not hearing anything about it for 5 months. You start to forget about it until news breaks again. It's better to have people continuously talking about your game than to not talk about it for 4 straight months. So I do believe the Hello Games silence doesn't make much sense anymore, because I feel like, definitely for me and a lot of the people I talk to, a lot of the YouTubers that cover the game, are 100% happy with what No Man's Sky has become and happy with what Hello Games has done, righting their wrongs or whatever you want to say. So if Hello Games, if anybody's watching this video, hopefully maybe I can get it to you guys. I don't think you guys need to be silent anymore. You definitely at least have a very strong community right now that isn't going to bash you for anything that you've done, or if you mention something that's going to be in the game and then things don't work out, just explain why. The silence is not going to get the community anywhere. And then last but not least, this is off No Man's Sky topic. It's a little farther off from No Man's Sky, but it's a question for you guys who watch the channel. The only way to get it really on there is to kind of tag it to a No Man's Sky video so you guys will actually hear it. Is what do you guys think about me playing other space-related games on this channel? I know I did indie games before. I've moved my indie games to a separate channel altogether, so that's not even happening here. But what if I played other No Man's Sky-esque games on the channel? Would you guys enjoy that or what? Just let me know. Just because it's a little dry with No Man's Sky right now because we're waiting on the update, we're waiting on Waking Titan news, we're waiting on Atlas V4 Pass news, we're waiting on update news, we're waiting on everything from Hyla Games right now. So if you want to see other space-related games that you might be interested, because if you're interested in No Man's Sky, you're probably interested in like a lot of other sci-fi related games that are like No Man's Sky. So if you're interested in seeing those, I'll start playing some of those on the channel. No Man's Sky, once again, will always be the main focus, and I'll keep going back to that. I've got some really cool videos planned for No Man's Sky that are a lot different than what I usually do, kind of more comical, more funny, but I think those will be really cool. But that's it for this video. I know it might have went on for a while, but I think I'm just going to end it there. So thank you guys so much for watching. Leave your thoughts on anything, down in the comments and let me know. We'll have a conversation down there. And that's it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up for me. Subscribe for anything and everything No Man's Sky. My name has been JustJarrod. Until next time, I hope you have a fantastic day. Peace out.